What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cousins Toy Reviews, and that's right, I'm back once again with the top 10 Hot Toys figures of 2022. Okay guys, here we go, but before we start, I got two honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is the Dark Trooper from The Mandalorian. Let me tell you guys, this figure is phenomenal. The light up features are just stunning. It has presence, it's tall. You see the shiny black chrome on it, just looks amazing. And you also get metal bits in the leg joints. Just a phenomenal piece and just looks great in your display. My second honorable mention is Mysterio's Iron Man illusion. This figure is sick. I mean, it's just grotesque. Just a dead Iron Man with, jacked up armor. You can see the skeleton outside of the helmet. It just looks great. And it harkens back to the Marvel Zombies comic books. This is just a phenomenal piece. They really did an excellent job on it. The only drawback of it is it's not die cast, it's plastic, but that's forgiven because the paintwork and the weathering that goes into this guy is chef's kiss. It's just a great piece and just really looks good on your shelf. I don't own it personally, but I do have friends that do. And every time I go into their house and I check it out, I'm just blown away. So it's definitely one that's coming home to my collection at some point, and it should go into yours as well. A great piece overall, just excellent. Okay, those were my honorable mentions. Now let's jump into the top 10 list. At number 10, this is kind of a controversial figure in my opinion. This figure had everybody up in arms. People were rushing to get it. They thought it was the next thing, the next best thing since sliced bread. Me personally, I got it in hand and I was a little underwhelmed by it, to be honest with you. And that is the Arena Suit Boba Fett. Now, I know a lot of people liked it. It looks good. It does look good. But for me, it's just the same Boba Fett I have painted black, which exactly what it is, with a spear. Dope. And look, I get it. It has historical value. It comes out of the comics. I get all that. And I know why a lot of people like it, but it just wasn't a figure for me. But I do understand why a lot of people liked it. And that's why it's at number 10 on this list. Okay, at number 9, this is a 2-pack. And yes, we're going to have 2-packs on this list. That's just how the way we're going to roll. Cheating a little bit, but hey, it's a single release. And that, at number 9, the 2-pack I'm referring to is Quill and the Blurrg. Look, that just came out this week. I know a lot of you don't have it in hand, but from what we've seen from blogger photos and pictures and from others that do have it in hand, this thing is stunning. The Quill figure itself is phenomenal. He has an articulated jaw and look amazing. The tailoring on his clothes are second to none and are just fine and just look great. Just overall a great little figure. And when you pair him with the Blurrg, stunning piece. The Blurrg, even though it's an ugly faced creature, it's a Star Wars creature. You have to have at least one in your collection. And these two together are just great. I think this is the way to get the Blurrg. I know a lot of people got the Blurrg and the Mandalorian, and for people that didn't have that version of the Durasteel Mandalorian, that made a lot of sense. But if you're like me and didn't really want to get the Blurrg, this is the way you get the Blurrg with Quill. I think they work as a set together. If you get Quill by itself, it's a little lackluster. Still a good figure, but still kind of lackluster. But having them together, a great set. And that's why they're at number 9 on this list. Okay, at number 8, a lot of people were talking about this when we saw the blogger photos. We were saying, he's too skinny, I don't want this. What was the wait for? Then when we got it in hand and we were like, damn, this is pretty dope. And that's Cable. Yes, Cable. A great figure. When you throw that shirt and a poncho on him, he looks phenomenal. Now, when you take all that off and you show him naked, he does look a little scrawny. That's because they had to make the clothes fit on him perfectly and look well. And it kind of does suck because without seeing all that techno-virus sculpting that they put in this unique body, it's kind of a letdown because they did put a lot of work in it. But he does look scrawny without any clothes on. But when you put the poncho and everything on him, he looks phenomenal. The light up feature is dope. The head sculpt is dope. The weapons and accessories all are amazing. And that's why it's at number 8 on this list. Okay, at number 7, that's right, we got another 2-pack. And that 2-pack is Nightmare Batman and Superman. My God, the Nightmare Superman, amazing. I mean, the black outfit looks dope. He has the little sparkly effects on that black outfit, which makes him look otherworldly. You get 2 head sculpts. The head sculpts are real good head sculpts. Looks just like Henry Cavill. A great Superman figure. And come on, that Nightmare Batman, everybody was chasing that figure at one point. And now you get to have him. And he looks great, as he always did. You get an updated coat, which looks amazing. Just a great representation of Batman. This figure is great. The set is great. A very strong 2-pack, and that's why it is on this list. And number 6, this set recently came out. That is Steve Rogers and the Hydra Stomper. Yes, a very good set. I saw this in my local comic shop in hand. It was completely blown away. I love the Steve Rogers, even though it has that animated look to it. It's supposed to. This was based off an animation. He looks great, amazing. And then you got the Hydra Stomper itself. The Hydra Stomper is amazing. I know some people feel like it's kind of a power pose, but it's so much more. The articulation that's on the upper body is amazing. It looks great. The fingers articulate and all that stuff. And let's not forget the LED functions in this guy. When you pair them together, looks great. Throw in Captain Carter, you got a party. 3 is a crowd, but this is a good crowd. That figure set is amazing, and that's why it is on this list. Okay guys, here we are at the top 5. The top 5. Who will be on the top 5? Let's find out. At number 5, we got Jango Fett. That's right, Jango Fett. This figure is stunning with the silver metallic bits that's on the costume. It just looks great. All the pouches that surround him, amazing. Let's not forget the head sculpt, which gives us a young Tamora Morrison. Looks phenomenal. You get a poncho, you get this thing is loaded with accessories. Just a great release and a great Mandalorian figure to have in your collection. Okay, number 4. I gotta put this on the list, even though it just came out, and that is the Chrome Mandalorian and Grogu set. Yes, I know this just dropped this week, but I gotta say it. This is the best 1/6 scale Mandalorian figure money can buy. I mean, you get all the different metallic pieces. That chrome plated finish looks great with all the weather and battle damage on it. Just comes together real nice. Even though it's kind of a repaint, the chrome plated look just is great. Then you throw in the Pedro Pascal head sculpt, which is phenomenal. I know some people have been saying he looks a little dead. It's a little too neutral, but hey, this is how he looked in the show. It really looks good. I think it's a great piece. You get the Beskar spear, you get the Darksaber. What more can you ask for? Like I said, this is the best 1/6 scale Mandalorian figure that money can buy at this point. So I had to throw it on this list. Okay guys, here we are, the top 3. Who will it be? At number 3, I swear, this could have been number 1 in my opinion. Another 2-pack, the Boba Fett 2-pack from The Mandalorian. Yes, it looks good, guys. It really looks good. You get the Boba Fett with him in the Tusken robes, looking great. The Tamora Morrison head sculpt, mwah. Chef's kiss, just amazing. And let's not talk about the bird poop Boba Fett armor, which looks great. It looks like it's been burnt in a Sarlacc pit. It looks like it's just been just damaged and beat up, and it just looks stunning. This came out the top of the year, and I think it was probably the strongest release we got this year, honestly. It's great, and that's why it is at number 3. Okay guys, we only got 2 left. Who will be number 2? Who will be number 2? Okay guys, number 2, Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales. That's right. This almost was number 1, and I've been saying it was going to be number 1 for like all the months that I had it. But here it is, man. This figure is great. This figure harkens back to the Hot Toys of old, where we used to get more accessories and different outfits to change in. Just a great figure. You get 2 head sculpts. You get one in his, more urban outfit and his jeans and his Jordans. Jordans. Those are like, what are those? Those shoes are just terrible. But anyway, the figure itself looks great. The Spider-Man outfit, one of the best Spider-Man outfits that's out there right now. The poses you can put this guy in, just amazing. The only drawback of this figure is not having another body to display both looks. That's the only drawback. Well, the second will be those shoes. Those shoes gotta go. I'm telling you, for those that have this figure, do yourself a favor, go on eBay and get you some 1/6 scale Jordans. It really brings the figure to life. It just takes it to another level. But even without it, it's still a great figure. And that's why it's at number 2. Okay guys, are you ready? Are you ready for number 1? Are you ready for number 1? What could it be? What have we not talked about this year? Well, I'm gonna tell you, as you guys know, I'm an OT guy. I love Star Wars OT. It is OT over everything. So I was so happy to get Snowspeeder Luke. That's right, he is number 1 Snowspeeder Luke. I'm telling you, that orange outfit, when you put it on your shelf, it just pops. It just pops out. The accessories looks great. Even the little magnetic gimmick that they give you in the base, if you know how to hook it up in your DTOF just right, you can create a real cool scene. Just a great looking figure. I love the helmet and how it attaches to the head sculpt. Speaking of the head sculpt, it's a real fair likeness to Mark Hamill. Really looks good. And that's why it is at number 1 on my list. I love the packaging. Come on, the packaging. Let's talk about it. The packaging is amazing. Just a great set. I was so happy to get this in my collection. And that's why it's at number 1 on this list. So guys, that has been my top 10 Hot Toys of 2022. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications and all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one in 2023. Deuces.